Are we okay? We got to fucking... We've got to do the fucking shit that we for fucking drug abuse. No! Are you listening?
Sean here, the man whose only talent is putting out a bunch of videos. I'm pretty proud of that. I'm going to be honest with you. I reached out to two people from Mr. Penis's past. One was a blockmate of his in prison, possibly a cellmate, and the other is someone who knew him growing up. I'm not a family member, and I'm not going to be asking medical questions or personal questions, and I don't care if you don't like that I've done that. You guys have talked to Betty, but I want to find out what is true and what is not. Now, I'm not going to give them any information. I'm going to be asking them general questions, like, what was it like? What was he like? Mainly because I found something out last night that shocked me. I was in TCAP Gaming's chat, and two people brought up the fact that in a will call, Lorne actually admitted he grew up with a stepfather. His whole story has been that his father abandoned him, that he was raised by mom. He had no parental figures. Well, I have to tell you something. I asked my son what would have happened if I had died when he was 1 or 2. He said he would have been sad. But he has a good life. His stepfather has it's just a great job. He treats him with love and respect, and he raises him with discipline and care. So he would have had a good life whether I would have been in it or not. And I'm okay with that. But see, Lorne makes it sound like his mom was struggling, it was only her, and they were wearing paper bags for shoes, and Uncle Clay had him all messed up in that call with Ramona where he's trying to deflect and he's trying to give some kind of distraction from her calling him out on his abuse. My dad, why did you leave me? I just don't understand it. And then Uncle Clay's got me all messed up. Well, we find out that Lorne's stepfather didn't leave, apparently, until he was 30. 30 years old, and he's claiming abandonment. Uncle Clay was apparently a benefactor, taking care of this guy. I don't know what he paid, but he would mention like $400 or $450 for living on that land and in the trailer. I just don't understand how somebody can lie like that. Yeah, I never meant to do it. That's a huge lie. But to tell this lie, I can only imagine that the reason he tells it is because one time he said, yeah, my dad left me when we were really young. Oh, Lorne, I'm sorry to hear that. Put that on the list. Check mark. Next time somebody talks to me and I need attention. My dad left me when we were really young. I was raised by mom. I can't imagine a scenario where I'd be a 30-year-old man and my stepfather left my mother and I would just break down and lose it. You don't have to stop talking to that person, Lorne, and you love being on the phone. This would have been an ideal situation for you. I guarantee you, I don't know what kind of mom he had. I don't know how Mama Gwen was. She was a saint to deal with him, but remember, he's got her genetics. And she sounds like Lorne a little bit on the phone. Maybe more like Roy. I don't know. But I know Lorne tormented his stepfather, guilted him, tried to manipulate him. Pay attention to me. Focus on me, please. Concentrate. Go invisible to everybody else, Kayla. Concentrate on me. I bet he tried it. I bet he did. And I bet his stepfather was like, here we go again. Lorne disrupts every life he ever touches. Every single one of them. The wrecking ball calls, which someone asked me last night to make a video on that, and I may because it is, that thing is a roller coaster ride. It's pretty scary. I didn't laugh at all during any of those calls or those voicemails. I actually thought, what if that was a real woman? What if that was someone in person who had to deal with that stuff? And has anybody ever dealt with that stuff? We know some of not the catfish women, but before the catfish women, Paula, imagine what she went through. the stalking, the screaming, the voicemails, the text messages about you cheated on me. I saw the most accurate Lorne dating simulator last night. It's a video from Slothcat called Lorne Dates a Fan. And as the fan turns toward him, he's really nice. But when the fan turns away from him, it's an oscillating fan. You're cheating on me. And then the fan starts short-circuiting. You even sound like you're cheating on me. That's what it would be like with him. So imagine living with him. But to say that you were raised by mom and you didn't have a father figure and Uncle Clay was treating you wrong and you did a bunch of work on a trailer he didn't ask you to do and you expected something from him. Gee, what does that sound like? I never had the meatballs. That's what it sounds like to me. So Lorne, don't ever say that crap again. We've been operating under the illusion that you were an abandoned child, that your mom had to deal with you. Now, if this is true, and I have to go listen to these will calls, if this is true, just understand that the videos I made in the past, they were all based on his lies, just like the sexual abuse video I made yesterday. I told you, I went under the assumption, or I pretended, just played along with the fact that he said he was abused and how that might have affected his life. But now that I know he lied about this and also never meant to do it, it's hard to trust anything he says ever again. Just a short video. I love you guys. I will see you in the next one.